Right then, Wolves versus Luton Town. A game where Luton have got to get something. We're in business end of the season, and after that shocking result against Brentford, yeah, hopefully it's a one-off, but we can't be putting any more of those types of performances from now until the end of the season. In the last 4 games now, we can't repeat that performance. And if I'm being honest, the players kind of owe us one a little bit after that. It was a real shame because it was the first time all season I've witnessed Luton give up in a game. And you think we've played all the top 6 sides, so it kind of doesn't make sense to give up like we did. Brentford, they just wanted it more, really. They had the quality, don't get me wrong, but they just did the basics right, you know, the fundamentals right. You know, winning those battles in the air, getting those second balls, moving the ball quickly, moving it with a little bit of urgency, high press and aggressive press, in fact. Something which we've been, you know, doing extremely well all season, but yet we just were on the other end of it, if I'm being honest with you. We now play against a Wolves team who are not in good form. That, in my opinion, is because they've got an injury crisis. See, Luton, we're not the only team to have an injury crisis this season. Wolves, they're struggling because of that. But what O'Neill has done is an absolutely fantastic job. I actually had them to be relegated this season, and look how stupid that is. I honestly didn't think, you know, it was going to go well. I thought the off the field issues were going to cause an absolute mess. Turns out they haven't, and he's done an absolutely fantastic job. And they've got some really good players, Wolves, and they can cause us plenty of problems. I know results haven't gone their way, but they've got players that will cause us problems. So we've got to be on edge. We've got to be worried a little bit, and we have to just be, you know, a little bit cautious that we can't go all guns blazing because they've got the quality to cause us problems. Now, with what's gone on with results, Everton have hit a bit of form. They've managed to get 2 wins. They beat Nottingham Forest. Controversial because of all the Luton stuff that, you know, Luton officials apparently. And then obviously going on to beat Liverpool, which not many people thought could actually happen. They've done it, really, Everton. They've pretty much stayed up. I didn't really want them to beat Liverpool because they were still a little bit catchable, but then I didn't want them to beat Forest because I thought the best result for Luton would have been a draw. They've won, so now for me it's Forest. Forest are the only team left we can actually realistically catch. They still may get their points back. I'm not too sure. We're hoping that that doesn't happen because I don't think that's particularly fair, but we have to move on if they do get their points back. But we still have to outdo what they do. And what I mean by that is, if they lose a game, we need to take advantage and win a game. They've got Man City this weekend. Man City do also play tonight against Brighton. So, you know, Man City could be a little bit tired. I'm not too sure if they will be. They've got the Premier League to go for. They're going to want to win it. They want to win it 4 times, break the record. So they're gonna try their best. But for us at home, who knows what could potentially happen, you know. Football is a great sport, but obviously as a Luton fan, I will be cheering on Man City this weekend. But none of that matters if Luton don't get a positive result. Now, performances now, I'm not really too fussed about performances, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I know I said at the start, the players owe us one, but I just want them to owe us a really good result. I couldn't care if Wolves dominate us for 90 minutes and we just get a snatch and grab goal in the 91st and we walk away with 3 points. If I'm being honest with you, if the next 4 games are like that, I literally bite your hand off. I don't care about performances now. We need points because we've performed well, you know, for majority of the season, but we just don't have the points to reflect that. And that's what we need right now. We just need points. And Burnley, yes, they're catching us a little bit, but their last 4 games are very, very challenging. They also have to play Nottingham Forest as well, which could be very interesting. But if I'm being realistic, their games are really hard. But then again, football is a lovely sport at times, and it can cause some, you know, some problems and some surprises as well. Hopefully some players have returned back from fitness. It was nice for Lokonga to get a good 60 minutes under his belt. The same with Osho as well. So look, they're getting fitter, hopefully getting better, more sharper. and more players can return back for Luton. What's my score prediction? I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. There's goal scoring for Luton isn't a problem, but conceding is. If we can sort that out, we've got a good chance. But yeah, we need to get a positive result against Wolves away from home. Can we do it? I hope so. I believe, fingers crossed, Luton can do it. And there's positive results for Luton this weekend.